I then told her that looking at the results that I was looking at last night, 9 out of 10 students in Milwaukee Public Schools would not have been able to answer that question. My team will tell you they've probably never seen me walk into the office this on fire. We have a crisis in Milwaukee. We've got stagnation across the state, but we have an absolute academic crisis in Milwaukee. I myself am a product of Milwaukee Public Schools. This is deeply personal for me. When I look into the faces of students like me and see 9 out of 10 of them unable to use tally marks to count to 30, and then I hear top officials from our State Department saying this is above the abilities of a 4th grade student. When I hear them say that we are politicizing test scores, that it's just one test, just one day, we're missing the point. I don't think that's acceptable, and that's why we at City Forward Collective strongly support Assembly Bill 1. This legislation would require DPI to undo the harmful changes that were made this summer in a closed-door process, yes, complete with non-disclosure agreements, that dramatically lowered student performance expectations. It would make clear what we all know. Moving the benchmark on the ACT from a 22 to a 19 is lowering the bar. It's not too much to expect a 4th grader to be able to identify even and odd numbers and use tally marks to count to 30. This doesn't have to be this way. Someone mentioned there's some conversation about other states and the role that poverty might play in this work. I actually think NAEP is really instructive on this point. The experiences of some other states show us that improvement is possible. Mississippi has risen from 49th to 9th nationally in 4th grade reading. Louisiana, I happen to spend some time working there, climbed from 48th to 16th. Tennessee, another lower income state, also showing impressive gains at a state level on NAEP. Real progress is achievable with the right approach. What is that? What did those other states do? They didn't lower the bar for student achievement. They didn't mask poor performance by manipulating assessment standards. They didn't worry more about the feelings of teachers than about the outcomes for students. And I say that as someone who started in the classroom myself. They didn't tell parents and educators that high expectations were above students' abilities or that they had to, quote, get their hands dirty to understand how students were performing. Instead, their success was built on the basics: implementing quality of curriculum, providing strong instructional supports, and giving clear data and holding schools accountable for showing progress for every student. The path to improvement lies in maintaining rigorous expectations while also providing educators and students with the tools and the supports needed to meet those high standards. These states didn't hide from the truth. They did what James Baldwin said: confront the brutal facts head on, because nothing can be changed until it is first faced. They've committed to the hard and glorious work of changing the realities that these data showed for their students. The problems with transparency in our system here in Wisconsin run deep. Just this past summer, the Center for Reinventing Public Education did a 50-state study of school data systems. When they first rated Wisconsin's system, they gave it a grade of F. They actually literally couldn't find it, and these are national experts. When they were redirected finally to the state's data system, the report cards I think somebody was showing earlier, they eventually gave that system a D letter grade. This is a system that DPI, top officials, including some who are sitting in front of you today, are telling us that we have to use to figure out how our students, how our schools, how our school systems are performing. AB 1 represents a necessary first step towards following the successful examples of other states. These decisions to lower standards have been criticized by leaders across the board. We've been clear in our belief this is not a matter of right or left, this is a matter of right and wrong. By restoring high standards and honest assessments of student achievement, we can begin the vital work of ensuring every student in Milwaukee and across Wisconsin receives an excellent education. We can end the notion that students can meet expectations but not be ready for college or career, as our current state data system suggests. The stakes are too high, our students' potential simply too great to accept anything less than a complete commitment to academic excellence and transparency. The time for action is now.